got Paul George. Pocket is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the point. And for Denver, Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the small forward position. Gordon the pass to Porter. Leonard with the steal. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
And here is Murray. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Porter. From deep. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Jokic with the steal. Here's Barton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
Boy, an explosive player on the drive. When Barton puts it on the deck, the defense knows they're in trouble. On their heels.
Both free throws good from Barton. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Now Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And here's Leonard from 3. Denver grabs the miss. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running. Jokic trying to free himself up. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Martin passes to Porter. Kicks to Gordon. Back to Porter. Puts one up from 19. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. That one goes. Count it. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. High-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Clippers making a change here.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Morris outside. Campazzo. Green. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside Rondo passes to Zubac. There's the dish to George. And they pick up 2.
At 6'10", George is really capable of dominating inside. I mean, defensively, You need to try to push him out of his comfort zone, get him out of that lane area.
Now, here is Morris. He kicks to Rivers. Pass to Millsap. 6 to shoot. That shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And George gets it to go.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now the pass to Rivers. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Green launches it from deep. And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 7. And the second quarter about to get... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Clippers leading by 9. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan. Not a elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Rivers. Takes it from 10. Green with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Morris with the ball for the 3. Sinks the triple.
Now that's confidence right there. Passing up an easy 2 on the break and letting it fly from three-point range.
Here's Beverly. Here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Campazzo, defended by Beverly. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
But they'll get another chance. And Cousins gets it to go.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Clippers leading by 8. From deep three-point range inside. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
The shot, no good. 1:41 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Zubac. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Rivers. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Ibaka. 1:15 left in the first half of the game. And Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Murray dishes to Gordon. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Jackson with the bounce pass. On the wing, Jackson. Oh, Morris in position.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
Murray kicks to Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Ibaka, the pass to Morris. Back to Ibaka. No good from 18. The Nuggets trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. He lobs it up, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Rivers gets a wide open look. And so it's Los Angeles, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now we'll send it over to... Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, the Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 12. Shaq. And that does it for our half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nice game. Great performance by Marcus Morris.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in at the 2. Clippers leading by 12.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And it's good, 2 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
The Nuggets trail by 14. The 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
George against Barton. On the wing, George. 8 points for him. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Gordon. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now, here is George. From deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. George has got 11.
And, you know, that's one of George's go-to shots. He's a three-point shooter who spaces the floor well.
Barton finds Murray. Here's Jokic. The second chance effort. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And the first one at the line is good.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And again, Denver no good. Clippers leading by 15. George passes to Kennard. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here is Los Angeles now. Jokic passes to Porter. Jokic with it. Denver passing it around. Murray finds Jokic at the elbow. Green. Jokic trying to free himself up, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kennard on the wing. And here we go. Here's Jokic. Good work defensively by Morris.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Here's Barton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Very reliable scoring close to the basket. Barton, somebody you have to defend at all times.
George with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. To the paint. Here's Kennard. Can't hit that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Outside, Porter. Shoots from the elbow. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Nobody near George. And the Clippers miss again. The Nuggets trail by 13. And finished off by Porter.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
LA's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Jackson kicks to Morris. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Denver's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Murray, good.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game 5. George passes to Jackson. A shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Porter, here we go. Back to Murray. Passes it to Green. Can't hit from 12. Got it off in time. Doesn't go for it. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Gordon. Monte Morris is out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you to rock.
Clippers leading by 13. Here's Mann. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Murray for 3. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Here's Rondo. Here's Mann. Those three-pointers off the mark. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Porter passes to Jokic. He dishes it to Morris. Left side, Gordon. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Ibaka, Los Angeles with another miss.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Jokic. Murray for three. Rebound by the Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Count the basket. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Los Angeles leading by 13. Leonard looking around. Bangs home the trifecta.
How about Kawhi Leonard knocking down the three ball? Didn't have that shot when he got into the league. Love seeing how he's improved as a shooter with the outside jumper.
There's the triple. Morris, no good. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. It's good from long range. And the Clippers lead by 19.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Rondo finds Leonard from deep three-point range, and it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game, and the basket is good.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Rondo dishes to Morris. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kawhi Leonard.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Here's Porter. Gordon trying to break loose. The rebound by Ibaka. And so here are the Clippers. They lead by 17. And Leonard puts it up from deep three. Great look, but off the mark.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Clippers moving the ball around. And it's Leonard again missing. Porter looking it over. Right side, Gordon. Lets it go. The Nuggets with another miss. Rondo finds Leonard. Off target with the open look. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Richardson in at the 2 guard. Doncic finds Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game. And, boy, it is on display right now.
Now, here's Jokic. And a miss there on the triple.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Now, here's Richardson. Following the miss by Michael Porter. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Murray, no good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Porzingis at the elbow. Inside. Here's Richardson. Harden with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Porter finds Jokic over Porzingis. And again, Denver no good.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. Hardaway with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Cauley-Stein passes to Porzingis. Count that one.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Wide open look here for Murray. Misses and the dry spell continues. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Doncic against Murray. Got a piece of it. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's jacked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's jacked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. Jermichael Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. Rivers, he's checked in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Barton.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Brunson against Morris. Dallas again turning it over. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Rivers in the corner. No good on that one. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Redick surveying the D. Marjanovic. Great positioning on the putback.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
A 3 from Morris. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Brunson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Campazzo covered by Reddick. And the wide open shot from Morris. Reddick with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. Down low. And Morris comes over to help. Here's the three. Poked away. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. They get it again. The shot misses. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Powell. Lays it up off the glass.
The speed on the break from Powell right now, just booking down the court and getting to the basket.
And so it's Dallas in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again. But Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Rivers. Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
The Nuggets trail by 13.
And a five-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Powell, the pass to Finney-Smith. And now Millsap pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Kleba with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 13. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic is checked in for JaMychal Green. And Gordon subbed in for Morris. Millsap passes to Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Doncic kicks to Kleba. Dallas moving it around. Offline with his three. The Nuggets trail by 13. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Here's Doncic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, you have got to take this shot away from Luka Doncic. He's too good to be given the mid-range look.
Rivers in the corner. Passes it to Jokic. From deep. Denver keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. From downtown. Offensive rebound.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
Mavericks leading by 11. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And he gets it to go. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Wide open look. That one doesn't drop. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Richardson, good.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Richardson dishes to Doncic. 41 seconds left in the first half. And Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Jacks up a three. Denver the rebound. From deep three-point range. And nothing seems to work as that one misses, and he's 0 for 5. Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. The putback. Kicks it out to Richardson. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Gordon. The three ball. Knocks down the three ball. Gordon's got 5 now.
I love that Aaron Gordon goes right up with it. He's got really good instincts for knowing when to catch and shoot.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Bat. Right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. They strung together several impressive trips. And that's...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. They've got Marjanovic. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Here's Brunson over to the left wing. Lock at 6. Powell, that's good. He's got 6. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Porter finds Gordon up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Brunson with it. Now defended by Jokic. He had a nice open look right there. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 10 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Powell and the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
Murray, the pass to Barton. No good on the triple. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Murray right side. Shoots over Brunson. That one off the back iron and out.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And here's Redick. It's Powell on the wing. Redick passes to Finney-Smith. To the middle. Powell kicks to Marjanovic. Got it. Good job in the low post. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they love to see Powell keep his eyes up and look for his teammates. The more assists they get out of him, the more dangerous their offense will be.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Brunson finds Marjanovic. 1:39 left in the third quarter of the game. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. They trail by 16. And that one's good. Martin.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today.
Redick for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Redick's got 6.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Right side, Porter. Shoots over Powell. Porter, no luck. Dallas leading by 16. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Outside for Redick. The three-pointer, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Jokic. It's good on the putback.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Pass to Redick. From deep. Redick can't get that one to fall.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And it's Jokic missing. The Mavericks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Powell, the pass to Finney-Smith. Traps in the tray. He has 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
For 3, Murray. And Jokic throws it down.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Dallas up by 15. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Monte Morris. JaMychal Green is out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Murray in at the 2. Hardaway finds Richardson. Fires the 3. Doncic, no good. The Nuggets trail by 15. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Green with the ball. Murray, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Morris kicks to Green. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Green's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nuggets. Doncic against Morris. And the pass to Richardson. Doncic looking it over. Cauley-Stein dishes to Doncic. He gets it in there. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Boy, the quick trigger of Luka Doncic makes him especially dangerous in catch and shoot. Good luck, defender.
Porter, no luck. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Richardson. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. The Nuggets trail by 17. Porter kicks to Green. A 3 from Morris. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by Murray.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Morris. Richardson outside. From deep three-point range. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Porter. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes to Richardson. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Out to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Hardaway with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Doncic outside. Over Morris. Richardson gets a wide open look. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Luka Doncic.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Doncic with it. There's the triple. Hits it from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
But they recover it. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Releases from 15. It's deflected. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The end and with
Kevin, thank you.
indeed something special, David. Thanks. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic out there with Richardson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Here's Doncic. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
That one goes in.
Well, that's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, Batum. That one misses. Nice D from Porzingis. And here's the fast break. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
Pass to Morris. Over in the corner, Batum. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. A shot by Batum, no good. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Hardaway. Here's Cauley Stein. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside, Batum. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
You can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
Zubats is checked in for Nicholas Batum. The Mavericks also with a sub. Brunson's checked in, and the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. A shot by Batum, no good. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Pass to Cauley Stein. And the shot goes in.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Now here's Rondo. Porzingis with the steal, and here they come. Cauley Stein passes to Porzingis. Puts it up from 7. Good on the shot.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Rondo kicks to Beverly. To the paint. It's deflected and stolen by Cauley Stein. Rondo with the steal. Trying to get something going. Up again.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Porzingis. That one good for 2. Porzingis has got 6 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
1:11 left in the first quarter. Now here's Rondo. Now Batum. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Here's Brunson. There's the pass to Cauley Stein. Porzingis trying to get free, and he could not get that one. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Luka Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson.
The one thing about Willie Cauley-Stein is you don't really use the word length with him. You talk about his mobility and just how athletic as a big he can be. That activity can be disruptive to any team they're playing against.
Leonard against Redick. Poked loose and stolen by Redick. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Now here's Reddick, the fast break opportunity. Feeds to Cauley-Stein. Back to Reddick. Launches a three. The putback. And so it's Dallas with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has...
I ain't got no credit, but I got the cash.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. George is checked in for the Clippers. And then for Dallas, Marjanovic comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Hardaway.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Jackson has the open look. George looking around for the 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Brunson the pass to Redick. Brunson kicks to Redick. Dallas moving the ball around. He gets that one. Howell's got 4 this quarter.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Jackson against Brunson. Outside, Redick. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George will take those opportunities anytime he can get them. A nice dunk there.
Brunson against Jackson. Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Morris with the rebound.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Leonard the pass to Zubac. Dishes to Morris. Shoots. The shot by George, no good.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Redick passes to Finney-Smith. Back to Redick. The 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Leonard, no luck.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Josh Richardson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Rondo uses the glass to finish the layup.
And getting to the painted area, Rondo's got great touch on the inside.
Doncic against Rondo. Doncic passes to Porzingis. It's stolen by Morris. Back to Rondo. 32 seconds left to play here in the half. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 5.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Unloads from 13. Kleber the pass to Doncic. Five seconds left to play in the first half. Dallas, no good that time either. And so it's the Dallas. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all about Dallas as the game got going. An exceptional game plan. And that...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Doncic. Cauley Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
He hits the second from the line. Clippers trail by 7. Jackson with it. Pass to Leonard. Batum scanning the floor. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Dallas the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Out to Doncic. Richardson left side. Porzingis against Jackson. Porzingis is doubled. Now the feed to Doncic. Offline from the top of the key. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 7-point differential.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. Hardaway for 3. They grab their own miss. Porzingis finds Cauley Stein. Goes back up. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half. And finally, something finds its way through the net.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Batum, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Nelly is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Richardson kicks to Doncic. Nelly, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Nelly's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Batum with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Releases from 15, and it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Batum, good. 1:58 left to play in the third. Here's Doncic. Pass to Richardson. Here's Melly. The 3. But they get it back. Richardson the pass to Melly. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Batum. Porzingis with the block. Here's Melly. He's covered by Leonard. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
They get it back. He feeds it to Batum. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Kennard against Redick. Fires for 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Looking to end his cold spell, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. George is checked in for Los Angeles. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Outside, Redick. Dallas moving it around. Finney-Smith kicks to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Powell with it. George picks him up. No good that time. Great D that time from Batum. Clippers trail by 10. And the rejection by Marjanovic. They recover it. Now here's Brunson. D right on him. The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That one falls for Brunson. So both teams changing it up here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 8 seconds left to play in the third. The deep 3 from George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Mavericks ahead. They're and with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Dallas leading by 10. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Patrick Patterson. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the 2 guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
They get a hand on it. Pass break, Dallas. The finish. And Kleba slams it in.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with him.
Here's Rondo, and it goes down 2 points.
Rondo concentrating right there, focused. Even when you hit him, he can maintain that good balance.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Cauley Stein. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. Pass to Ibaka. Shoots over Marjanovic. Ibaka, no luck.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He misses the free throw.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And the second free throw, good. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
The shot by Redick, no good.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
This one for 3. Cans it from downtown. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Brunson against Beverly. Brunson the pass to Kleba. 4 on the clock. There's the 3. Here's Marjanovic. Patterson bringing the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Mavericks now. Powell kicks to Kleba. No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 12. Patterson passes to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Brunson kicks to Redick. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Kennard for 3. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
And now the Clippers on the break. Patterson passes to Ibaka. Beverly for 3. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Kennard. Buries it down low. Now just a 5-point Maverick lead.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Beverly excellent at getting a bucket when the team needs it, stepping up that time.
Is it alive?
And while they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
Now the Clippers with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kennard against Redick. 5 on the clock. Here's Marjanovic. Outside, Redick. Got it.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Zubac kicks to Beverly. Kennard for 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. George, that's a 2-pointer. Nice open look, but it's no good. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight. NBA on 2K Sports.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Jamal Murray. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. Now here's Jackson. Ibaka looking for an opening. Back to George. Clock at 4. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Now Jackson. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area.
Oh, that was terrific!
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Murray outside. And the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
And George kicks to Jackson. Back to George. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
And a wide open look for Porter. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Morris trying to free himself up. They get it again. Outside for George. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Murray outside. Outside Gordon. But they recover it. Morris with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. Just 3 to shoot. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Clippers leading by 5.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Oh, Leonard in position.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. For 3, Millsap. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Here's Kennard. It's hauled in by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 9. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good with the triple. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Zubac.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard. And they are landing some haymakers now.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. They trail by 9 points. Murray, no good. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. And Morris throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Murray, good.
One of the things Murray does well is shoot the mid-range shot. He's actually deadly from there. Can't give him that kind of room.
The drive by Rondo. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help.
Selfless. I mean, you need to took your pride, you took your ego out, just to be part.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Clippers?
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
They've got Kennard. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. That's Rajon Rondo, and it's man in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Floats it up for Cousins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about that? Cousins throwing it down on the alley-oop. Go ahead, big fella.
Pass to Millsap. Shoots over Zubac. Misses off the left iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Everly with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. The offensive rebound. Pass to Kennard. From deep. And it's Denver with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Beverly. Defense right on him. Cousins, the pass to Beverly. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Zubac. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Rivers. His 3-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 17. And now the Clippers on the break.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Barton outside. Kicks to Rivers from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
50 seconds left in the first half. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits. Campazzo defended by Beverly. Barton outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Barton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely. Passes to Cousins. Up and in on the layup.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And so Green will bring it up for the Nuggets. It's stolen. Kennard for three. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubac the pass to Cousins. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Green, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And both free throws good for Green. And here's George. Three-pointer. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smithers. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, they killed it on the glass.
And
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So it's Denver now. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, then it's Porter, and it's Murray in at the one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
George against Barton. George dishes to Morris. A wide open look here for Ibaka. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The Nuggets trail by 20 to the inside. Jokic lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Three-pointer, Barton. Not going to go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
From deep, the rebound by Ibaka. Bucket's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Can't take the reach and length of Barton lightly. Effective at using it to snuff out shots.
And it's Murray with the jam.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
The pass to Barton, out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And Denver with a change here, too. Morris is checked in for Barton. And Cousins throws it down.
Cousins is a really hard cover because of his diverse offensive game.
Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Murray kicks to Morris. Offensive rebound. Outside for Murray. Off target with his 3.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Morris with the bucket.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Cousins with the bucket. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Porter trying to free himself up. And it's Gordon missing. Clippers leading by 22. Kennard on the wing. Defended by Gordon. And it's off from three-point range. Nuggets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And Morris throws it down.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Out to the right wing. Here's Mann. It's good again, and an excellent 7th or 8th shooting night so far.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Kennard against Morris. Porter kicks to Morris. Gordon trying to break loose. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Porter. Morris has got 9.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. A pass to Gordon. Back to Morris. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Clippers on top, up by 16. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Baca is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And Morris throws it down.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add 1 more.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Rondo passes to Ibaka. Back to Rondo. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Rondo looking around. And Ibaka kicks to Jackson. Shot from the wing. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Barton throws it down.
Absolutely terrific in transition. When the floor opens up, Barton attacks and doesn't let up.
Pass to Ibaka, beyond the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so Green will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 18. Barton against Leonard. Barton passes to Rivers. The shot. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And then Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Barton with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Rivers gets a wide open look. Misses the 3. Clippers leading by 20. To the paint. And Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Rivers dishes to Barton. Takes the 3. Rivers can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Jackson drives in, and the dunk by Jackson.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
To halt the run. Rivers can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the 4th quarter. Leonard the pass to Ibaka. Oh, Morris in position.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Gordon's checked in for Denver. Morris comes in for Austin Rivers.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Marcus Morris.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
3-pointer, Barton. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Out to Ibaka. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. From deep, George. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. Good defense by Jokic. And Denver has possession. And here we go. Jumps up. And Barton throws it down.
And this is where Barton does his eating. Deep inside. Leaping with ease to punch it home.
The deep 3 from George. Los Angeles with another miss. Morris kicks to Barton. Barton missing again. So the Clippers winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Presentation of the NBA.
Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High City. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Richardson in at the two-guard spot. And for the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the one spot.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Cauley-Stein. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
This is his first free throw of the game. And Richardson drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And stolen by Richardson. Cauley Stein finds Doncic. We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Porzingis. Richardson. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Hardaway with the steal. It's Richardson on the wing. Defending. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. To stop the run. The Nuggets with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Cauley Stein. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Murray for 3. The shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
For 3, Murray. Mavericks with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Here's Doncic. Again, the Mavericks score.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Murray against Doncic. The tray. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. The wing jumper off target. The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray outside. Barton finds Gordon. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here's Murray. Pass to Porter. And here's Jokic. The kick out to Porter. Connects from 3-point range.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
The pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Doncic. 46 seconds left in the first. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Just another way, Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
Mavericks leading by 7. Inside. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's jacked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's Powell. And the shot is good.
Well, Dwight Powell is very mobile, highly coordinated. We all know this, but how about that dribble drive?
It's Millsap with the drive. And so it's Dallas, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And the wide open shot from Morris. But they'll get another chance. Green dishes to Millsap. Rivers gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy. Richardson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs. Campazzo, Brunson covering. Here's Rivers. The Nuggets with another miss. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now here's Brunson. Passes it to Melly. It's stolen by Green. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And here's Morris for three. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 11. Richardson attacking. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Richardson's got 10 points in the game.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Uncovered. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got his fifth rebound in this one. Pass to Richardson. Dallas again turning it over. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Denver. And Dallas also making a switch. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Nicolo Melli. And so Green will bring it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 13. Rivers passes to Gordon. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gordon's got his second bucket. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Kleber with it. Now Green defending. Green against Kleber. Off target at the rim.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have bagged, especially against soft defense.
And it's Gordon missing. Mavericks leading by 10. Runs in the pass to Kleber. And he makes that one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Three-pointer. Good work defensively by Richardson.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleber grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleber texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
And here's Morris for three. Kept alive.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Here's Finney-Smith. Kleber with the bucket.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive. And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
This is a smart kid who works hard, right? I mean, Powell draws the foul, gets to the line. Nicely done, young man.
The free throw drops for Powell. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Green. Martin's checked in for Austin Rivers. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Jalen Brunson. Cauley Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber. Doncic is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And so it's Dallas, holding a big 18. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are in control of this game, up by. And that's going to.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Dwight Powell, and there's Porzingis, and it's Hardaway in at the 3. Here's Barton, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds, and last touch by Barton. Mavericks making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in.
Willie Cauley-Stein.
Doncic feeling it out. Porzingis kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Dallas moving it around. Shot clock at 6. The shot comes out. And Denver the other way now. Barton wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. The Mavericks another fast break chance right here. A step back shot here. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, there's reach, there's size, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
Gordon kicks to Porter. Pass to Murray. Fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Murray outside. And a wide open look for Porter. Drills the three-pointer. Porter's got 6 points.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
Now, here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And they double up Doncic. Richardson gets a wide-open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 18. Campazzo from outside, off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Here's Doncic. He's got 6. 1:49 left here in the third quarter. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Hard to find any weakness in Doncic's offensive game. Boy, when this three-point shot is dropping, look out.
Here's Murray. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Porter passes to Gordon. Nice D from Porzingis.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Jokic with the steal. And the layup's good off the glass.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Porzingis. Down low. And there's the pass to Melli. Count it from 12. Melli's got his first basket.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Now here's Rivers. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Green kicks to Porter. Plenty of space. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Over Green. Again, the Mavericks score.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. It's Porter outside. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Melli. To the middle. Out to Doncic. Offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. And so it's Dallas with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Bill Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Porter at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Brunson and Dallas again with the bucket.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Now here's Barton. Pass to Jokic. And he converts the layup.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Here's Brunson. Outside for Redick. And the three ball is good.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Pass to Barton. Now the dish to Millsap. Barton surveying the floor. With the tip, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. And good that time. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. It's an 18-point game. Morris finds Millsap. Off target from outside. For Dallas, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Marjanovic, and it's Dallas with another.
And we all know that Redick can shoot it. And I mean shoot it well. But there, nice dime to set up a teammate.
Now, here is Morris. Porter in the corner. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining.
Brunson against Barton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Marjanovic. That three off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 20. Lets the three fly. And Will Barton with the three. Barton's got 6 in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Jokic on the follow.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Brunson. Redick for three. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Brunson with a clean look. Shoots the three. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Yep, that one goes in there. Here are the Mavericks now. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. Brunson up top. Barton defending. The shot by Powell, no good. Porter looking it over. The three from Morris. It's in.
Yeah, coming down the stretch.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for And getting mentally prepared to compete. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, they've got Dwight Powell. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. Now here's Jackson. Morris right side. Takes a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
George against Doncic. And Ibaka kicks to George. That shot wide open. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary. Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and it's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around it.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Launches it. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Hardaway. Bucket is good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Jackson passes to Leonard. George looking around from deep three-point range, and the Clippers miss again.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
What a play by Leonard there. Gets up the court so fast, and nothing's going to stop him from finishing strong.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. .158 left to play in the first. And it's in there. George has got 7 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Jackson against Doncic. Over Jackson. And it's Doncic missing.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one. Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Hardaway with a wide open look. No good from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
And Doncic, here we go. Goes up the baseline. The Clippers grab the miss. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and he gets the bucket. And it's 9 points for George.
And getting out in transition's been a big part of this run that they're on.
Porzingis finds Doncic. Shot to stop the run, and the rejection by Jackson.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there. Now, they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. George against Doncic. George with the ball. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Hardaway for 3. He can't get that one. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. We come back right after this. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
They've got Maxi Kleber. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Kleber, the pass to Brunson. One-on-one here.
Has this offense been running? I'm just getting tired of watching them.
Mavericks trail by 13. Now here's Brunson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Rondo dishes to Leonard. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Brunson up top. He's covered by Rondo. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers leading by 13. There's the lob to the hoop.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
The Clippers have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleba. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Nicolo Melli. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. The shot by Redick, no good. The Clippers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Mavericks trailed by 19. Here's Brunson. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go. Clippers running again. With the putback.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Cauley-Stein in the post. He's covered by Rondo. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. They need this one. And the nice bucket inside from Redick. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Pass to Morris. Back to Kennard. Rondo kicks to Kennard. Shoots over Redick. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Cauley-Stein in great position to reject that shot.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, Cauley-Stein can get up there, and the guards know that, so available for an oop at any time.
Rondo passes to Zubac. There's the pass to Mann. Pass to Morris. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Morris has got his first 2 points. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Brunson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Finney-Smith. Man with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Kennard finds Morris. And here is Zubac. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Mavericks trailed by 20. Doncic looking it over. So the wing on the left from the arc. And it's Melli missing. With 1 on the clock, that shot no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers controlling the game and
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have...
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 13 points and... That's all for now.
repeat. Last line that they said. On the low like ground ball, hustle like loose ball. Skinny, I know.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Real. Impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering.
You